Hey guys, Stefan Fischer here from All Off Road. Thank you for joining in. In today's video I'm going to be discussing my BFG KM3s on 37s, which I have on that Jeep now for nearly 2 years as a plate tire. For full disclosure, I'm a BFG ambassador. However, before I joined the ambassadorship, I paid for many sets of BFG tires. And while I definitely also would run other tires, over time I have seen myself always come back to BFG. Previously the KM2s, now the KM3s. This Jeep is my dedicated play truck, so it's only going to be driven on the road to really get to locations where I'm going to play. The majority of times I run the tire pressure off-road anywhere between 8 and 12 psi. So its whole life these tires have run very low pressures. Let me show you a little more the sort of driving I have predominantly done with my Jeep and the BFG KM3 in 37-inch. If you follow my videos, you know that I really prefer rock crawling. I don't do that much driving in the mud, even though I had them also in the mud. They are probably not the best mud tires around. If you go for a very aggressive mud tire like a Super Swamper or the likes, obviously you can't compare that. But I really find, like in my touring vehicle, that the BFG KM3 is a very good balance. It still is good driving on road because sometimes I have to drive 100, 150, 200 to get to a location. And they are very good on the road. They're handling well in the wet. They are fairly quiet. I never had any issue with them. And keep in mind, I already had 3 sets on my touring vehicle, on my Land Cruiser, and they are still on there. I have the BFG KM3 on my Land Cruiser touring vehicle for nearly 3 years, and I've done over 120,000 kilometers of some of the hardest and most extreme touring you can find in Australia. Anyway, let's get back to the Jeep and the BFG KM3 as a plate tire. What tires to drive can be such a heated topic around the campfire, and everyone has its own opinion. But as I show you here, the KM3s have always worked for me. I really never had an issue with it, and I still rate them as one of the best all-round tires. My tires definitely had quite a hard time running on so low pressure, doing predominantly rock crawling. The sidewalls have often contact with the rock and scrape against the rock. It's not an easy life for any tire. As you can see here on the rims, the sidewalls really get hammered, and yeah, so far I have not had a puncture in any of my 37s. Obviously the sidewalls have a few nicks and scratches, which is unavoidable if you do what I do. But overall, again, I can't fault their tires. They provide a very good balance between on and off-road driving, and so far have never let me down off-road or on-road. My Jeep is completely road legal and engineered. That means it had to pass a swerve test on the 37-inch BFG KM3s, which it did without problems. And please keep in mind, you can always confirm what I say by watching my technical driving videos, because I show it always as it is. I show if I have issues, I show if I don't have issues, and you certainly can see how the tires performed over the past 2 years. Actions speak louder than words, so let me show you a few more examples of how the KM3 behave on technical terrain. I heard some people online questioning the sidewall strength of the BFG KM3. As you can see, personally, I never had an issue with that, and I actually do like that the sidewall is a little bit softer, because unless you have a very heavy vehicle, you don't want to have a super stiff sidewall, as your traction really comes from the extended footprint, which you only achieve if the tire bags. I know of people who got rid of their maxi creepy crawlies because even at 3 psi they could not get them to bag and provide the traction. I think the BFG KM3 provides a very good balance between strength and flexibility and is very well suited for most vehicles. My Land Cruiser touring vehicle, which runs the KM3s, is 4 tons fully loaded, and the Jeep here is 2.5 tons. So it works on both cars very well. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy my videos. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And if you can, maybe even head over to Patreon, become one of my Patreon supporters. And with the equivalent of a cup of coffee or two, you can help me making these videos. You will also see my videos a little bit earlier and get direct access to ask me questions.